Hi everyone, hope everyone's well. Today I am playing the Battle of Civitate. It is one of the battles in the Norman Conquests game from GMT. And it's sort of an introductory level battle, I would describe. I've played all the battles from the game now, and I'm just going through and playing them again. And I thought I'll do a video, talk about this battle as an AAR, after action report. The battle is on the 18th of June 1053. We have our two forces here. We have the Papal army here, these counters here, and with two battles, two formations we'll call them, and then we have our Norman army at this side of the map. I've pulled the camera out so we can see the whole map. It's sort of a half-size map, I would describe. If you've watched my unboxing, you can see the contents there. The few things to point out, we have a stream here that runs also just slightly off map, and Normans will get the first activation, which is normally quite telling, I have found when I've played through this scenario before. In terms of the balancing, the scenario does to state the Norman side is favoured in this battle. The last time I played this, the Normans did win, although it was quite a close thing. So the Normans' flight level is 15 and the Papals is 12. If you're not familiar with the mechanics of this game, basically the more more counters get taken out from the game at just that flight level. So what I'll do now, one of the interesting things about this game, and it actually makes life a little bit harder for people making videos about it, is that there's no turns as such. You keep activating units. Sorry, I say units. We'll call them battles. So that's a battle, that's a battle there, that's a battle there. A formation, say. You keep activating them until the victory points have acquired. So there's no strict turns per se. So what I'll do after a bunch of activations, when I feel there's something interesting to say, I'll stop playing and do a little piece of the video and just talk through how the battle is shaping up. I'm also going to talk about some of the mechanics as I do so as well. So I'll give you a sort of a flavour of how the game plays out and how the battle has, or how the scenario has played out to today. So after the first few activations, the Normans in quite a predicament. They charged both these two formations here with their horse units, and they was quite unsuccessful, mostly because of the dice rolling. And in both cases, they were repelled and suffered casualties. Certainly on this formation here, they were able to push these back, as you can see, and disrupt them. But they recovered. Both of them recovered quite well. However, they do have a formation at the top of the board here. So already, even quite quickly into this game, it's already turning into quite a decisive, bloody affair in the combat. And the mechanics of the game can result in that. Both sides have been able to activate different formations, or different battles, we should call them. But so far, the Normans are definitely coming off worse. But it's really down, a lot of that was down to the dice rolling. As much as anything. So we'll do a few more activations, but I can see this being quite a decisive one side. Well, I mean, they bring this unit here down into the battle. That might make, and they are the next. I'll put a marker. They are the next battle to have a crack at it. So they will be activated next. But I think these Papal units will be able to reform into lines. And we'll see how that transpires. A few more activations in then, and the Normans here, this battle here is lining itself up well to charge here, as is this battle. So Normans are going to have another crack at it and see if they can break, or rhetorically break. There's no specific game mechanics for that, but inflict the casualties here that they need to claim the victory. And these units here are going to see if they can repel them. So the next activation, actually, I need to roll for to see if this Norman battle here can activate. So we'll see. Now in those activations, the battle has definitely moved much more into the favour of the Normans. They were able to eliminate some units here and did rather well. Again, very well on the dice rolls, got every single dice roll that they needed. There are still some papal units here though for them to contend with. And similar sort of scenario on this side with this combat between these two battles here. Again, Normans been able to sort of disrupt numerous units of the papal army. Now in terms of the flight points, so that's sort of like, if you're not familiar with the game, that's sort of like victory points. The two sides have a different amount, a different limit, we'll say. Now looking at the flight point chart, the papal army has lost more points, so the Normans are currently actually winning. Up to this last couple of activations, it was the other way around. And looking at the chart, yeah, the papal army only have one more flight point. It's basically if they suffer another flight point, so if a counter has to retire or is eliminated, then I think a victory will fall to the Normans. I need to roll for the next activation. They have just activated, so we need to see. Normans need to see if they can activate this battle here, which I don't think they'll be able to do. So the next couple of activations will probably be moving to the papal side. So we'll see if they can recover from this sort of onslaught of Norman cavalry and horse. Let's see. So surprisingly, the Normans, well, depends how you look at it. The Normans managed to activate this unit and just got exactly the dice roll they needed, activated the battle, really, rather than unit, and inflicted a couple of casualties here, and therefore got the flight points that they needed. So a Norman victory. A very close game between the two sides. Sometimes fortune does favour the bold, as it showed in this game. Really, the Norman side sort of took a bit of a hammering to start with, but managed to reverse their position, basically by reforming or regrouping and using that unit to take, this unit here, and bring those into the game. I couldn't have activated them any earlier, really. In this particular scenario, you can't activate this battle until later in the scenario, you know. That was really good, a really good close fought game between the two sides. Even though it is a sort of introductory scenario for the game, I still feel it's a complete scenario. It's still a scenario I can imagine me playing numerous times, because there's not too many units, so it plays pretty quick. You can play this comfortably, set up and play comfortably in an hour or just over an hour, and was really fun. I do like the combat system in this game. The charts and the way the combat works, the flow of combat works really, really nicely. It's not too crunchy, but it's got enough depth to it to make it really engaging. That was a really fun scenario. I really enjoyed that. So if you've played this scenario, or indeed you played any of the scenarios in this game, I've played them all once, so this was the second time I played this one. If you've played this scenario or any others, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. It is a game system that I really enjoy. It is definitely sort of, for me, the sort of lighter side of medium level, but I still really enjoy it. Obviously the terrain is very featureless, but it doesn't matter. It's really all about the sort of mechanics of the combat between the two sides. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. As always, thank you.